Alright, ladies and gents, is Blade finally on track? Who knows? I don't know. We're going to take a look. There are some rumours floating around to say that, hey, Marvel may have actually pulled their finger out of their rear end and stopped, filleting themselves here and there as well. And it's on track. Maybe things are going to happen with this film. And it's just not, going to be a complete joke. Because, Mahershala Ali has actually just starred in a blockbuster film. Jurassic World Rebirth. Yeah, ladies and gents, that's cast. He filmed. It's all wrapped. It's done. It's amazing, isn't it, what a studio can do when, I guess, they actually have a vision and a direction that they're working in. God, man alive. What a joke Blade is. So let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you're new here. I've been chronicling the Blade movie for a while now. It's been fun. It's been a fun 5 years. So, literally, it's been 5 years, guys. So it says here, is Marvel's Blade finally happening? According to a new report, Marvel and Kevin Feige may have finally figured things out for the vampire flick that has been in development for 5 years and is supposed to star two-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali. 5 years, ladies and gents. 5 years. 5 years. I cannot get over how long it's been. 5 years. 5 years. I'll keep saying it because I think people really do need to understand how much of a joke it's been. They announced it without a script 5 years ago. They've been working on a script. I think they've had about 4 or 5 screenwriters on this doing scripting duties. I think they've had 2 or 3 directors now. And it's just a big old joke. Mahershala Ali is, good. Actually, really, really good actor. And I think he would have been fantastic in this. He was in Predators, believe it or not. Predators with an S. Whenever I say that, people go, no, he wasn't. That was someone else. You're just racist and black people all look the same. And I'm like, mate, you want to go to IMDb, son? He was in Predators. He's a very good actor. I like him. He's really versatile as an actor. He does a lot. Now it says here, it's known that the flick has gone through at least 2 directors and countless writers. I mean, you can count them, but okay. Reportedly, the previously woke plot, and it was woke because super bizarre. The previous plot, if you didn't know, ladies and gents, this was released by Variety. It was going to be a period piece, and Blade was going to be the 4th lead in his own movie. It was going to be about women and women's issues. That's not a lie. That's not a joke. It is a joke, but it's not ha joke. That is what Blade was going to be about. Utter drivel. But apparently all that's been changed now. So, good, I guess. So this latest news comes from the world of Real, who has actually had some leaks of late. So, we'll take this with a pinch of salt, but maybe it's good, maybe. But anyway, they say Marvel recently met with new directors and may have decided on James Samuel. The site also adds that the clickbait tweet from Daniel RPK about Jordan Peele is just that. And that Peele is not slated to direct Blade. Good. Because Jordan Peele would have been not a very good director for Blade. In fact, that he would have been fucking atrocious, quite frankly. Now, this is a bad sign, just as an FYI. Because who is James Samuel? He's a newbie. Yeah, he's a newbie. Right? He's a newbie and a nobody. Which Marvel really like. Marvel really like newbies. Why do they like newbies? Because they can push them around. That's why. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. You get lost in the studio machine when you're a newbie. So that's actually a really, really bad sign. Yeah, it even says here, Marvel hasn't had much success with newbie directors. James Samuel directed the Book of Clarence, which didn't do well. And does have mediocre reviews. That's a bad sign. That's a real bad sign if that is true. And it's not, it's a bad sign from a few angles. It's a bad sign because it's a newbie director. It's a bad sign because the previous thing that this individual has directed wasn't very good either. So it's just not good. So the World of Real also says that Marvel may have finally gotten the script right from Eric Pearson. That is at the very least, that is the 6th writer to make an attempt at a script, which would have been very, very easy. And I've said every single time I make this video about Blade, every single time I say, it's not difficult to do a Blade movie. Do a The Raid with Blade movie. I've said this every single time. And we even learnt recently that that was pitched to Marvel by Beau DeMayo, the showrunner and writer for X-Men 97. And they turned it down because Marvel are allergic to cash, it seems. That would have made bank. It would have been cheap. It would have been easy to do. You could have done it super quick. It's all you needed to do. Well, easy, done. So, and I also always say this. If there's something really simplistic, right, about the character you're making, okay, you're doing a movie about, and there's a lot of history that you can tap into and things like this. If it's taken a while, there's a reason, and it's because they're trying to inject modern day politics or modern day agendas into it. And that's what we have seen with Blade. And we'll see with Fantastic Four, etc., I'm sure. But Pearson is also known for Agent Carter, which was apparently well received. Thor Ragnarok, Black Widow, which was garbage. Fantastic Four. He also wrote Transformers 1, which has bombed currently. And is credited on Godzilla vs. Kong. So, whether you like him or hate him, he's done some stuff. But per previous reports, the site also says that Blade has dropped the 1920 setting and will now be set in present day. Don't know why. What's the point? What's the difference? Who cares? Doesn't really make any sense. So it is said that the flick is not cancelled and is still a high priority from Kevin Feige, and that a November 1st start date is on the table. Sure. I'll believe it when I see it. Mia Goth is also still said to be starring as Lilith. A previous plot description said Lilith was going to be the villain, a vampire seeking the blood of Blade's daughter. That's right, they were going to pass the torch over to Blade's daughter. However, the plot about Blade's daughter may have been thrown out or been drastically reduced. Good, because no one gives a fuck about Blade's daughter. Why are you making a Blade film about his daughter? No one cares. So rumours have said Blade's daughter would have replaced Blade in the MCU to fit with Feige's current woke approach, which was in MCU Phase 4. But apparently that's now, they're moving away from all of that shit. But again, I'll believe that when I see it, because that's where their money comes from. So there's also been talk of bringing back Wesley Snipes one more time as Blade. And Mahershala Ali has joined Scarlett Johansson in the new Jurassic World movie, which again, they've just wrapped production. Right? It just goes to show what a studio can do when they've got direction and leadership that is actually good. The Jurassic World film, it was announced, it already had a script, it went into production. I think they just changed one director and that was it, it was done. Like, super quick, done. And it's wrapped already. Whereas these Marvel things are a joke. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Is Blade alive? Is it fixed? Let me know down below. Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye now.